Hey YouTube, how's it going? Today we're doing another product review, diving back into the audiophile world with another piece that used to be in my headphone setup, the Parasound Zdac. Great product, great amp, even as a headphone amp in my system. It was mighty great. Retails currently for $475, but if you shop online like I do, right now, December 2014, when I'm making this video, you can get it for around $2.99. Amazon, Audio Advisor, a couple different places like that. So let's talk about dimensions here real quick. Long, it's 9.5 inches. Wide, it is 8.25. And then depth, even at the biggest depth over here, where the front lip is about 2 inches. Coming around to the back here, actually we'll do the front. We'll do the front first. Don't want to spoil the surprises. So on the front here, if it's not too washed out, over here is a kind of push in, push out power toggle, a volume knob, headphone input. This is a little screen that has 3 inputs. Don't know if you can see that. Optical, coaxial, and USB. Also has a little bit of lettering on there. I'll read that in a second. And this is your input switch. It has a very distinct thud to it. I don't know if you can hear that. Pretty distinct thud when you're selecting inputs. And then just a little bit of lettering on the front. Parasound labels the inputs, which are Zdac 192 kilohertz digital to analog converter. On the bottom, got some pretty nice feet. Very spongy. It's a 1/8 of an inch of foam here. Nice metallic ring here, and then the same kind of textured metal, very lightly textured metal that go around the feet there. A couple screws on the side to hold it in. The feet are pretty nice. There are some feet on a couple hi-fi products that I'm horribly disappointed in. I know a lot of people spend some pretty decent money putting different rubberized or fluid-filled feet below all their hi-fi audio products to reduce any noise coming into the system. But these are pretty impressive. So onto the back. Let me see if I can get this so it's not so terribly blurry. We have power, 3-prong, it's grounded. This is a USB-B input for the DAC. Over here is coaxial. Then we have our toss link or digital optical, and these are all inputs. Over here starts our outputs. These are gold-plated RCAs, and then also gold-plated balanced headphone outs, or just balanced XLR outs. Don't have to be for a headphone. And then we have obviously our headphone jack over here in the front. Really great addition to any system. I really only tested it in the headphone environment. I do need to hook them up to those headphones over there. There they are. Can't point backwards. But with my experience with headphones, it's pretty impressive. I'm more of a tube fan when it comes to headphones, and I incorporated a tube into this when it used to be in my setup. And it was fine. I didn't have any complaints. Really great product. The DAC is absolutely incredible. Gold-plated outputs are great. Any incoming resolutions into this system are processed at 24-bit 192 kilohertz. The USB, on the other hand, when it's in its DAC input, incoming resolution is 24-bit 96 kilohertz, not 192, which is still fine. Also, all incoming digital signals are up-converted to 24-bit 422 kilohertz, which is pretty darn good. Very low jitter, no complaints with the system. Jitter is a big problem with a lot of these DACs, but this is in the pretty high end of DACs. Once you start to spend a little more than $500, right around this middle to high end DAC, you really don't have to worry about too much of that anymore. Especially with a company like Parasound. Amps are their business. They do amplification incredibly well. Headphones is no different. I was a little what's the word I'm looking for? I was a little cautious when purchasing this for a headphone rig, but I was very, very pleasantly surprised. This can also be paired with a lot of other different products. Parasound has a huge lineup. The Z amp is fantastic. The Z CD, they have a ton of different products, roughly the same size as this. They do come in two colors. This is the silver and the black. The only thing about the black is it comes with permanently mounted rack ears on the side here, which is kind of a turn off to me. Unless you have a rack mounted setup, which is fine. I think that would look nice, but I don't, so I went with the silver. What else do I have here? Gold-plated outputs. Oh, let's talk about what's in the box. Obviously, this comes in the box. Parasound does a really good job at packaging their products. It's double boxed. A lot of foam in there. Comes with a little bit of a quick start guide and a product overview, and talks a little about Parasound as a company. Also comes with a very nice, hefty, white-looking power cord. It's about 6 feet in length. Nothing too terribly special. But it's not a cheap power cord. It's a pretty good gauge. And a kind of chintzy A to B USB cable. That's your B side right there. That gets plugged into the rear of the DAC like I talked about. And this is the A side that we're all familiar with. That'll get plugged into your source, normally a computer, to upconvert any audio that you're listening to a much higher quality, higher resolution audio. Does a pretty good job. Really only recommend it for people that are really serious about getting into hi-fi, not like my last video I did about the Bravo Audio Ocean. Go check out that video too. Make sure you're subscribed. Anyway, not for the entry-level enthusiast. This is for people that are getting a little more serious. Price tag reflects accordingly. Even $299 for a DAC it's pretty decent money, but they go much more expensive than that. So if you have any questions, comments, you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you have any questions for me, leave those in the comments. And we will see you next time. This is the Parasound Zdac. Thank you for watching.